Hey guys, Richard here. So in this review, I'm talking about Premiere AI. Now, this is an application that apparently you can upload videos into a software, change the audio, and then actually sell them as a freelancer. We're going to jump inside. I'll show you exactly what this does, and then we'll talk to you a little bit more about the sales page and some of the things on the sales page that you need to be aware of before you decide to part with any money on these types of products. Guys, if you've not been over to my channel before, my name is Richard Darby. This is the School of Nomads. If you're interested in these types of honest reviews, go ahead and hit that subscribe and notification bell, and I'll let you know whenever I produce new videos. And as always, guys, if you're really interested or you're struggling and you want to try and figure out how to build a real business online, go ahead and hit the link in the description below over to the School of Nomads. I got some training for you there that I'm telling you will take you from a complete beginner to having a proper business online very, very quickly. Let's jump inside here. Now, as usual on these sales pages, guys, I ignore all these silly financial claims because, for one, that's other people. That's not saying what this can actually do. And for two, as far as this one's concerned, it's talking about freelancers. It's talking about things like Fiverr and Upwork, where you need to establish yourself before you can go ahead and make real money on these platforms. So just be aware of that if you're a complete beginner. Everything takes time. Now, this is all about video editing. So basically what you can do is you can upload a video into here. So you can import from various locations like video, YouTube. You can import from a URL, or you can upload your own video. Now, some of these in the actual training as well, it's a little bit ropey advice, to be honest, because it's telling you can upload anybody's video into this platform, redub them, and then kind of resell them. Now, as far as that's concerned, you can't, because you're breaking copyright unless it's got the right licenses on YouTube that allow you to actually change that and use it for your own purposes. You can share videos on YouTube as much as you want, but you can't actually take that video and then start repurposing it, which these guys seem to claim you can. So if you're in a country like the UK or the US or any of those countries that have got those copyright laws, don't do that for a start. Now, I can see a use case here where you can have your own video and potentially translate that into various formats for various uses. So I'm not saying it's a completely bad idea, but it is a bad idea to completely rip somebody else's video and do that. But let's go and have a look and see if this actually works. So let's just import from YouTube, and I'm going to go and get a YouTube video URL. This is one that I kind of found earlier. Let's see if this one works, because there's a couple of ways that you can actually do this upload. And there you go. You actually take the URL from the bar, not the sharing URL itself. So I'm going to just pause the video while this actually imports, and then we'll come back to it and I'll show you what it can do. So this video was actually over 12 minutes long. What it's done is it's taken a minute and actually uploaded it into the system. What you're supposed to do then is give it some kind of original language, select the number of speakers. We're going to say 1 in this case. Then we're going to write next. It's going to process the video. So what it's doing now is it's transcribing the video. Now, actually, I think this is okay, because there's a lot of times that you can actually transcribe videos and then maybe make blog posts out of them. So if you had your own videos that you wanted to transcribe quickly, this is not a bad actually piece of software to go and transcribe the video in. What I'm not really, again, happy with is the fact they're trying to teach you to use other people's videos. You need to use this for your own, not somebody else's. But basically what it's done is it's transcribed the video here, and you can go ahead and you can edit any part of these and add various things like grammar, and you can start adding other words to this, right? So you can do that. And then the next thing you can do is you can also translate it. So it says there's 140 odd languages here, not quite here, but basically I can translate this into, say, Spanish. Just say Puerto Rico, and ask it to translate that. Now, I'm not going to be able to validate the accuracy of this translation. I'm just going to assume that that's correct. So that allows me to actually translate that into Spanish. It can also add subtitles to the video. You can dub the video. You can use various types of speakers on here to actually dub the video. Now, the one problem I have is if you dub the video, for instance, into Spanish again, how is it going to sync up with the original video and the person talking? Is it going to look a bit strange? So we're going to do that, and I've chosen the speaker there, and then we're just going to look at the audio volume and the dub audio volume. So that's what it's doing basically. It's allowing you to configure the audio volume and then just put your dub volume in there. So let's go ahead and save this, and I'm going to actually export the video because I want to see what this sounds like. Now what it's doing now is it's just rendering, so it's going to give me a couple of versions of this. It's going to give me the uploaded version that I had, and then it should give me a published version, which would be the translated version. But let's go ahead and I'll just leave it on pause and see what it actually gives me. So I have my published video here. Now I can't see how it's dubbed it, to be honest, because I'm looking at it and I can't see where the dubbing comes in. But basically, if I look at it, it has actually given me some subtitles here that give me that translated text. So it does work as far as giving me the ability to caption it in a different language, if that's accurate. Now what you'd have to do with this once it's finished is you'd have to download this and then upload it into whatever video site that you've got. You wouldn't be able to upload it if it's somebody else's video back to YouTube, because it would be done with copyright straight away. But if there's some other video platform you want to upload it, or you could use this if somebody wanted to translate their video and have different subtitles. To me, the whole thing is a little bit clunky. If you've got like Portuguese subtitles, for instance, on this video that's in English, what are you trying to sell at the end of the day? If it's a WarriorPlus type product, or you're trying to use this to promote some kind of product and service, what language would that product and service be? If people can't understand English, for instance, would you be only using Portuguese products and services to actually promote to them? So you've got to think about things like that, because at the end of the day, this is just one way of building some kind of content. Your business is to have a niche that you're concentrating on, or an audience within that niche that you're trying to focus your content on, and then the right type of content for them, and only then do you start trying to sell things to them. This is only one part of that bigger puzzle, which is where a lot of these types of software products kind of lose their way a little bit, because somebody will come in here, they'll translate a load of videos, and then they'll have no idea how to actually make money off them at the end of the day. And again, as I said earlier, these sites like Fiverr and things like that, to make thousands of dollars a day on somewhere like Fiverr, you'd have to have hundreds of orders. You really would. So how are you going to fulfill them as a single person unless you have one or two massive orders where you're looking at being somebody who has got a lot of reputation and is highly professional in that marketplace, and using software like this just wouldn't cut it. That's my opinion, guys. So there is a use case for this in some ways. It does allow you to get a quick transcription of your video, which I kind of like, because sometimes you want a quick transcription of a video that you've done so that you can reuse it as a blog post, for instance. And sometimes on things like YouTube, it is a bit clunky to do that. So that's not bad. But at the end of the day, if you come back to the actual sales page, some of these claims are a little bit silly as usual. It doesn't take 56 seconds. It took 10 minutes to render that video, so it doesn't take 56 seconds. But there you are. That's one of the kind of claims that they usually have, is that everything's really quick and really easy. The other thing that annoys me about these sales pages over and over again is they use these testimonials. Now, these testimonials are all fake. I'm going to put it out there, because these guys, on every single product that they do, here's just one other product, Chris M, Joshua, Lana, Rebecca. They don't know they're on air. They're all AI people. They're not real. They always put these graphics on saying that this has been brilliant. This is my new way I'm going to make money. This is another business I'm going into. This time it's translation. Last time it's some other AI product. The time before that it was audio. The time before that it was some kind like video. It's always the same. Now, if these guys were real, they start a new business every month, which isn't going to work to start with. But I know they're not real. It's easy enough to fake these Facebook posts. Go to somewhere called GenerateStatus.com. And this is a Facebook post. So basically, by using these settings on the left-hand side here, I just build up a Facebook post, and I can just take a copy of that, generate the image here, and I can use it on air. So it's all BS, guys. You know that, I know that. And this is why I don't care how good the software is or if it's even useful. I wouldn't buy off people like this, because they're basically lying to you on sales pages. They don't care that this is real. If this was actually real and the people were actually making money off this software, use their testimonials. Use something real, not having to fake them all the time. So clearly, it's a bit of a nice idea. They've got this software off somewhere. They've decided that this is going to be the next product of the month. Again, next month, there'll be something else. These guys actually release every single month. If you just look at Flair on Munchide, click onto the vendor, you'll see every single month there's something until the end of the year. App Mojo, Launch Mojo, Payment Mojo, Premiere, Awaken, Emerge, Videos, Mojo, Audio, Mojo Hub, Dating Mojo. Guys, this is nonsense. The only people that are making money in any of these businesses are these vendors selling these little trinkets every single month, promising you'll make an absolute fortune. The other day you won't. You need to figure out what you want to do as far as building a real business online is. Do you actually want to spend your time messing about with software like this, or do you want to understand how to build a real business? If you do, hit the link in the description below to Scroll Nomads. I have something there that will show you how to identify a niche, how to identify your audience, the type of content that's going to resonate with them, and then how to actually monetize that audience and make a real living online. If that interests you, hit the link in the description below. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Until next time, take care.